Hi, class 5. How are you guys? Hope you had a wonderful weekend and you had fun and you spent good quality time with your mom. I mean, your mother and everybody. I call my mother mom, but she is no more. She's gone up. So, wish all your moms a happy Mother's Day from my side, from Ronin, and all your mothers who are there are like my mothers as also. So I pay respect to every mother as my mother. So I guess you all had fun, had a lot of things to eat and enjoyed, stayed with your mom and shared those moments with your mother. As because this is the, I guess 2020 will be the best Mother's Day you must have ever spent, because this is the time the whole family was together and you were able to spend time and everyone was present at home. So that's really very great. I hope you have gifted your mother something, and the best gift ever you can give her is to do something good in life, become a good human being, and become something in her life. Do your studies properly, listen to her, don't make her upset. Okay, so mothers are very special because they have brought us into the world, and we should be proud of them and we should respect them at the same time. Without them, we wouldn't have been here. So they are a substitute of God. So they are God, they gave us life, So she gave us birth and we came out into this world. She gave us life, and she knows everything about us. So that's a very important role she plays in our life. So that's what I call mother. And whatever I am today, it's all because of my mom. And whatever I am and whatever I'm doing, even though I'm sharing with you and I'm spending time or whatever, teaching you in your class, it's all because of her. So anyways, so let's come back to our SST, and I still don't know your names. So anyways, I'll get to know some of your names. I'll ask class 6 guys who are the class 5 ones. So I just want to go through again. I want to just repeat like what we have done earlier. I don't want to put pressure. See, we have done 3 chapters. Our Earth, the imaginary lines, latitude and longitude, movements of the Earth and their effects. I have given you all question answers, notes. I'm going to put up a PDF. I have put up a PDF file of the Word documents in your download section. You'll get it there. Today also as well, I have uploaded some solutions for you, which will be a lot of great help to you, and it will be good for you to learn. Now the one thing is, I hope you're doing your one-page handwriting every day, which is very much needed, and you have to do it and learn your spellings, the difficult words which you're finding it difficult. Please don't go on to Google. Go to your dictionary if you have one. That will be really very nice. You'll be able to learn the dictionary also as well, and you'll come to know what's it all about, how to maneuver or how to handle a dictionary. So we just don't scroll by the pages. I'll teach you. I have taught that in class, the last class 5 which was there, Shreya's class and Sunflower, and Ayushi's class, Divyanshu was there. So I have taught them how to go through dictionary. It's very interesting. It's like history also. It gets very interesting. But in your class we start with geography. So our Earth and continents. I'll just again read through and make sure you have followed it and you follow it again. Okay, so today will be only reading. Rest you have to learn. Everything is there. If you need any help, please do go ahead and send a message or drop a message in the school group on WhatsApp. Okay, if you need any help. So I'm always there to help you. Don't worry, I'm 24/7 there. But basically from 9 to 5 I work. Normal school days I do this also 9 to 5. So 9 to 5 I'm working. You need any help, I'm always there. I'm always generating things for you guys to make it as easy as possible for you to get hold of the studies. So don't miss out on this. Just keep in touch. There's nothing force. I cannot force you to do this and do that, but you just keep in touch. Whatever you have, it's going to get regenerated, or rather I'll say it will get more developed, and you will be in touch with it. Okay. So when we look at a globe, chapter 1 I'm reading again. Full reading I'm going to give you, and you can follow it also with you. Our Earth, continents and oceans, chapter 1. When we look at a globe, we see large part of the earth's surface covered with water. Water occupies 71% of the planet and land, a mere 29%. This means that about 3 parts of the earth's surface have water and 1 part has land. By land masses on the earth's surface that are surrounded by water on all sides are called continents. There are 7 continents: Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Europe, and North America and South America. Okay, I have given information about this, how to learn the continents. Sean and AAA, seen, you will say seen, but it's actually Sean, SEAN. Okay, so these continents are separated by large stretches of water called oceans. These are divided into each other and they are separated. You know, from this land to that land, whatever is there in between is called the seas and oceans. Continents. Look at the map of the world on this page. You can locate all the continents in it. Make a list of the continents according to size. I have given this information also to you. It's there in the notes and you have seen the map. It's on your book. So when my videos go on, please make sure you open your books also. Okay. Other classes I don't need them to open books because I give them the notes on each paragraph whichever I am reading or something, and it helps them. So, but you are still junior guys, a bit smaller, younger, so you will take time. So, but I have given you as much as information as possible to you. Okay. So, which is the largest continent in the world? Asia is the largest continent in the world. It occupies 1/3 of the land area of our planet. There are oceans on 3 sides of this land mass. To the north lies the Arctic Ocean, to the east is the Pacific Ocean, and to the south is the Indian Ocean. A variety of landforms are found here. Some of the highest mountain peaks of the world are located here, including Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world. Asia has the world's most populous countries, China and India. Population is means amount of people. Birth rate, how many children get born between 1 minute and how many people are growing every day. How many people are getting born there, so much of people, population. India and its neighbor collectively form the Indian subcontinent because they share many common physical and cultural features. The second largest continent is Africa, which is surrounded by water bodies on all sides. To the north lies the Mediterranean Sea, to the east is the Indian Ocean, and to the west is the Atlantic Ocean. Due to its size and extent, a variety of landforms are found here. The world's longest river, the Nile, and the largest desert, the Sahara, are found here. Okay. The Suez Canal connects the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea. This canal in Egypt is man-made. It was dug up by a man. Canal. It allows two-way water transportation between Europe and Asia without have to go to Africa. Even though it has been split between the Sahara, just after the Sahara, the Suez Canal connects Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea. The canal is in Egypt is man-made, so the canal is made in such a way that if you go by that, if you use that waterways, you can go and come both ways, but you don't have to enter Africa directly. You can go from Europe to, you can come and go through Europe and Asia. The third largest continent in the world is North America. Christopher Columbus discovered it. The highest point in the continent is Mount McKinley in Alaska. The Rockies stretch along the western part and the Appalachian Mountains stretch along the eastern part of this continent. The entire continent lies in the northern hemisphere with some parts with the Arctic Circle. This one of the most advanced continents of the world, with the countries of the United States of America, the USA and Canada occupying a substantial part of it. Okay. South America is the fourth largest continent. North America and South America are joined by the Isthmus of Panama. The Andes stretch from north to south in the western part of this continent. The famous Amazon rainforests, which are one of the thickest forests in the world, are found here. The fifth largest continent is Antarctica. It does not have much life apart from scientists living in the research stations and wildlife such as penguins, whales and seals. It is the coldest part of the world and remains frozen throughout the year. This is also why it is called the White Continent. It is surrounded by storm seas. I had explained this to you earlier, so I'm just reading it through so that we can finish this one chapter, and then we'll go to the other chapter reading, and the third chapter, then we'll touch the fourth one. So we'll be complete with all three chapters. Okay. Europe is the largest continent and has some of the most developed countries in the world, even though it is quite small in size. It is Asia's neighbor and is located entirely in the northern hemisphere. Europe and Asia are sometimes together known as Eurasia. Okay? Europe and Asia together are known as Eurasia. The smallest continent, which is also a country, is known as Australia. It is an island since it is surrounded by water on all sides and is located entirely in the southern hemisphere. Australia, New Zealand and several other islands together form Australia. The Great Barrier Reef and the Great Australian Desert are two well-known features of this continent. Even though it is a continent, it is a country as well. Okay, so I'll come back in the next video and we'll do this, and I'll see you again on Thursday, and I hope you learn these on Thursday because I can't ask you anything. So if you are ready, you just drop a message that we can go to the next chapter, or if you need any help, please do go ahead and drop a message for me. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.